Hello guys, it's your baby Linz again. I have your full time this time around. Germany is on lockdown again. We can't really tell what this COVID craziness is all about, but I think it's for our own good, despite there is no money and so many people lost their jobs, and it's really affecting everybody, including you. So today I've decided I will be uploading new videos every week, as I promised. And before my break or whatever, I don't know what to call it, that my subscribers, they keep bombing me with so many messages asking me what is going on with you. I have so many questions regarding traveling, coming to Germany to study, or Austria. I've not been able to respond to those messages. I'm so sorry. I will be reading out so many questions here. I'm not going to take all the questions, but as I promised you, I'm going to take you step by step. I think I still have time before 1 month. I still have time to make videos, so don't worry, just stay with me. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, you know the code of this channel. We keep it real. We are real. We are natural. We don't paint words. We say the truth. Only the truth will set us free. We don't care about if we are making anything, we are not making anything. It doesn't really matter how we got our information, our products. We just tell you the truth. I have my subscribers. I have the interest of my subscriber at hand, and I don't want to jeopardize it. Okay, thank you for your love messages. Thank you for those people that cared, those people that sent me messages when I was off for a long time. I really appreciate. So today I want to reply messages regarding coming to Austria. I have one here, a message from, actually I don't know, the name is kind of complicated. His last name is Ayo. He said, my name is Umuyim, and I'm a Nigerian lawyer resident in Lagos. I just want to say that your YouTube video has been very helpful in understanding the process of studying in Austria. Bearing in mind how scarce such information is. Thank you, Uyun. Early this year, I had an admission and scholarship to Central European University for a master program. An 80% tuition waiver for a 13,000 tuition fees. Wow. Monthly stipend of 240 euros and health insurance. However, due to COVID and its disruptions, I have to defer for next year. Thankfully, it was approved. Next month, oh, sorry guys, my phone can be messy sometimes. Next month, I want to start my verification and legalization of documents at the Austrian Embassy, Abuja. I'm very glad that you were able to know that the first thing you have to do is legalization of documents, which is very, very important for you to do before going to Austrian Embassy. This is your first step. Please, I do have a few questions around sourcing for accommodation, applying for permits here from Nigeria, etc. I am very much aware that you have a very tight schedule. I'm so sorry, very, very sorry for that. But I would love to be kind. If you can give an audience for a few minutes, say over Skype or WhatsApp, etc. I'm very much open to work with your time and will be convenient, which will be convenient for you. Uyo, I'm so sorry that I'm replying this message now. You know that I'm very, very busy. Like, I don't know how to explain this, but I will start by taking your first question. You say you got a scholarship in a Central Europe course of 13,000 tuition fee. You've done the first step, which is legalization of documents. And I just want to generalize everything. I think this should be my second video about studying in Austria, but I keep having so many questions regarding this video that I still want to repeat myself again. If you're coming to Austria to study from Nigeria, I don't know for other countries, but specifically from Nigeria, the first thing you have to do, gather your documents, go through the requirements, the things they need from you. Make sure that you've not accepted the admission. Know the process, how long it's going to take your legalization. Actually, legalization takes 3 months, minimum of 3 months. It can come out in a week or in a month, but I've not heard that before. So when your documentation are being legalized, this process means that they have to verify your document. They have to send a lawyer to your place to check if these documents are really genuine documents and whatever you have written in the documents are real. These are the things that Austrian, they don't play with it. So whenever you are filling your information on the sheet, you just have to be very, very careful and truthful, sometimes, so that you won't deflect. So what I'm saying is this. Once that is done, so you are ready to go. You get your appointment booked. Let your school know that the legalization process takes a little while, so you have to put yourself together, submit your documents, and once that is done, your visa is approved. The next step you have to do before you take those documents to embassy, make sure that you have an accommodation here. You have to get accommodation here in Austria, where you can stay as a student. You have enough money in your account, at least minimum of 10,000. If you don't know how to do that, you can seek for other help. I know I also tell you people sometimes there is a way of doing all these things. Get somebody, fix your account, make sure it's a regular account. Don't print a statement of account that are not real. Make sure you don't manipulate anything in the account because it will undergo verification. Okay? So when these are done, you submit your documents, you have an accommodation here. If you don't have a way of getting accommodation, there are so many links on the website where you can search for students hostels. They have even cheap accommodation. You can see something of 250, 300 euros per month. But bear it in mind that the higher your tuition, the higher your accommodation, the more money is demanded from government in your account every year. This is just the trick. Okay? So my advice, I also have someone that I have already advised not to follow up. He got an admission here. Now, most people here, most private university here is very quick for them to give you admission because what they want is that money. It's not that the system of education is not good. I'm so sorry that this video is going to take a little while because there is a lot of information and I'm not going to make this video again. So I don't really want it to be boring and I don't want it to be long, but there is nothing I can do. Okay? I'm so sorry. So most private universities here, they will be willing to give you admission. But bear it in mind that the money in question is is skyrocketing. It's very, very expensive for you to be in a system. You have to pay for this price as your tuition. You have your accommodation, of which in a year the government expects you to have at least, for people that I know, for those people that are in government school, which your tuition is 350 euros. Yeah, let me slow down. When you are in government school, you have 350 euros or summer free education. You don't need to pay anything. Government expects you as an international student to have at least 10,000 or 9,000 euros, except you have a guarantor. This means if there's a document they call that will be issued from your guarantor, that this person will be taking part of your responsibility. So if you have such documents, government has to split the money into two and said, okay, you have to bring 6,000 euros since the sponsor or the person is giving you free accommodation and free food. So you don't have to pay up to that amount. And I always advise people, it's good to have a sponsor here. You understand what I'm trying to say? Look for a way. There's a way they do these things. I don't like to start speaking grammar. There is a way they do this, but be very, very careful, okay? So when you have a guarantor, this will help you to cut down the amount of money they will be requesting from you every year. And you should also know that whenever you want to renew your visa, every year you have to show that you have a certain amount in your account, because they don't want to know that you're coming from a country, you're coming from your country to their country. You want to place your responsibility on them. No. And I'm not trying to discourage you. These are the information that I know so many people, they've made mistake because nobody told them this. I'm only sharing it because I just want you to know. So the only way you can pay me back is keep subscribing, share my video, keep subscribing to my channel, follow up my videos, and you will get all you need. You don't even need an agent to do this process for you. This is something you can do yourself. I did mine myself, okay? So what I'm saying is this: when you have such amounts, Even if I will always tell students, even if you don't have the money to show every year, just try to have the money. The first step, have that money from Nigeria, that you have it in your account. Then when you come here, there is a way they do things. It's not everything they say on the net, okay? But these are the requirements. And the second thing they will require from you is your insurance. You said you have insurance here, 240 euros. I think is too much. For a standard student, for students that are like for me, and then when I was in Austria, I paid, my insurance was 55 euros per month. So this is what you have to pay. I don't know whether this 240 is per year. I don't know. So this is what you have to pay. You have to get a very reputable company that can give you a student insurance in case if an accident happen or you get sick, you can treat yourself free. So these are the very, very important things that you need to do. So I don't want to go deeply into all this. And what are the other documents that you need is to show that you have a place you live. They call it Vono Amedon. This you need to have every year from your landlord. You have a registration that you are living there. So with this you can renew your student visa every year and you can have your stay. But I also have a question coming from another person. I don't think I will read everything here. She asked, when you get into when you arrive in Austria, will you start working immediately? No. The answer is no. You ask if you will be given a resident permit. The answer is yes or no. It works this way. Your visa is not attached with your work permit. You can only get a work permit when you find a company who is willing to employ you. So that means you have to like get a job first, and you get a document from this company that they are willing to employ you to work with them. So this company will give you a paper that you go to IMS. They call it IMS. It's an organization that is in charge of people when you lose work or when you're a student or some other things like social, okay? You go to IMS and IMS will now issue you your work permit. And bear it in mind, that work permit given to you, you cannot use it to work in another country. I'm just taking my time to explain all this because I don't want to go into Austrian process anymore. I want to talk about Germany. I have a lot of things to talk. So I don't think repeating myself every time is a good idea, okay? So for those of you that are into this process, I really wish you people the best. So what you have to do, once you arrive, look for a job. I cannot guarantee you that it's easy to find a job, okay? But you keep searching. When I was in Austria, I searched for like 6 months before I got a job. So I got a student job. I was able to toggle between school and job. And also I got my internship. I was also working in the hospital. For me to put everything together, it was really hectic for me. So you just have patience. So I also have another question. The person asks about bringing his family to join him. It's really possible for you to apply together. For example, if you are going for master program, you can launch the application together with your family. They will give you your family visa, paid the same visa you will be receiving as a student. And when you finish, they also expect you and your family to go back. But there is another option. When you study in Austria and you graduated, you have some certain points. I think during my own time, which is like last 3 years ago, was 16 points, minimum of 16 points, and I got like 32 points. So when you have this minimum of 18 points or 16 points thereabout, and you graduated, you have a good result, the state will give you what they call a blue card. So that card will enable you to look for a professional job, which is not that easy. I won't tell you that it's very easy. When you get this job, they want you to work in the field where you studied. Like if you, for example, if you study marketing, you should get a job that is marketing. If you study medical, they want you to have a similar job to what you've studied, okay? And they have a minimum salary they expect you to receive from that company, minimum of 2,300 as of then. I don't know right now. So which is kind of tricky. It's not really easy for you to, as an international student, because you're going to face language challenge. This is another important thing I also need to point out. Coming to Austria or Germany, please try to get your language skills. It's very, very important if you want to be in the system, if you want to get a job. It's not that there is no English work here. You can get it, but it's like 10% over 100. So you should compare it. So you also, language can also help you to like communicate and find your way. You understand? So what I'm saying is this. When you get that job, your professional job, and this blue card is given to you, you will work with that blue card for like minimum of years. Let me say the company will keep renewing your visa. That visa, they will extend it. At a certain year, government will change that visa into a permanent stay, what they call befristed. So when you have it, that means you are now allowed to apply for passport. You can go for your passport. Now you are part of them. You are in the system. It's not that when you have the blue card, you are not in the system. No, you are also in the system. But this is after the blue card, you go for befristed. After the befristed, then you can go for your passport. Regarding your family, yes, of course, it's possible for you to bring your family as a student here. Wherever that you are the working, you are just like the machine working, while your family is following you at the back. So when everything is okay for you, it's also good for your family. So when they change your visa, they will also change for your family. So long as you pay your tax, so long as you work, so long as you don't disturb the government for anything, so long as you do what you are here. So these are the the like over general things that I need to tell you about Austria. And believe me, guys, I don't want to say anything again about this process of coming to Austria. I think I've cleared it all. The things that are very important here. You should also know that language is very, very important. So next video, I will be going into German process. And that German process, believe me, I just want to take it step by step. I don't want to generalize it. I just want to take it step by step because this is where I am right now and I know everything going on into the system and I know how it works. I don't want my people to make mistakes that will land them into where they don't plan. I will talk a lot of things regarding Germany. For me to close Austrian process, if you're a student and you also finish your school, you don't want to get job, some people ask me, I remember I have another question regarding if you marry a white woman, is it possible for you to get the document? Yes, this is the last question I would take. Okay, if you're a student and you got into a relationship with somebody that has a Austrian passport or European passport, that is somebody coming from European countries, knowing that if you get married to an Austrian woman or an Austrian man, they will give you a right of 1 year visa. Yeah, because they just want to watch what is going on. If it's not a sham marriage, they just want to be sure. Then the next extension, they will give you 3 years. Then the next extension, they will give you 5 years. Then after 5 years, you start talking about how you want to go into befristed and go into the system. This is how it works. I'm not the lawmakers. I'm just a foreigner like you, but I think these are the information that you need, which will help you. Then, if you are, for example, you are married to an European citizen that is living in Austria, then once you get married to this person, Austrian government is going to give you a 5 years visa. This is how it works. The 5 year visa allow you to stay with your spouse, to stay with your family or whoever. Then you can study and do whatever you want to do. Within that space of 5 years, when you want to extend again, they will decide if they want to give you another 5 years or you have to apply for befristed. Please try to also make a research by yourself, because what I'm giving you now is the things I think these are the real information, and that sometimes they update their system. You also need to do a little bit of research. So links, love you so much. If you've not subscribed to my channel, you know, as I'm wasting energy, as I'm talking to you, share my video, okay? Share my video, leave your comment, like, well, put your opinion. It can also help me, okay? So the next video I'm going to upload is about Germany. So stay tuned. I love you. Do have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.